Hi, welcome to another video. So, Perplexity has started to roll out their new Comet browser for people who were on the wait list, as well as their Mac subscribers. I have got access, and I have been using it a bit now, so I thought I'd talk about this as well. Now, Comet is Perplexity's new AI web browser, similar to what the Dia AI browser by Browser Company was. But this aims to go all in on the AI features, which is unlike what the Dia AI browser is doing. It has a ton of features that make it truly agentic, and probably the first agentic browser that is super polished. So, this is what it is. It is based on Chromium, so there are no compatibility issues, and it is very much like Chrome, but with a Perplexity design language skin on top of it. Instead of Google, it replaces the search and stuff with Perplexity, and you can do AI chat just like you do with Perplexity. You can also choose the models to chat with, do extended search, and things like that as well. You can also attach files and do dictation for writing prompts with your voice as well. You also get some widgets here which you can customize. For example, you can add your regular use prompts and stuff here. At the top, you can see the tabs and search bar, but on the right, you can also see some options. The first option is the Summarize Current Web Page option, which basically does what it says and summarizes a page. You can also hit the Option plus S shortcut to get this done. There's also the option of Voice Mode. Voice Mode is the option to talk in real time with the AI assistant, with the context of your current web page or tabs. So, you can talk in speech to learn something, or just have a natural conversation. There's also the Assistant tab, which is the main thing. This aims to be your sidecar assistant that can not only talk about the current page, but also talk about all your open web pages, as well as do agentic tasks, like filling out forms, doing research, or anything that needs to be done in that way. The main chat can also actually do similar stuff as this sidecar, where you can give it a task and it can do whatever it can, like searching through the web or navigating through pages, and then accomplish that task for you. If you use the sidecar on a specific tab, then you can see as it is navigating on the page if it chooses to do that. Or, if you use the main chat, then it will do the navigation stuff in the background and just show you the screenshots, so you can do other tasks while it works, if that is something that you want. Now, let me show you how you can use it as well. But before we do that, let me tell you about NinjaTools. NinjaTools is an AI platform that combines all the best AI models and experiences at one place. It allows you to save over $600 per year compared to having separate subscriptions. You get access to Claude, 3.7 Sonnet, GPT-4o, Gemini, and a ton of others models in one subscription. You even get some more cool options like AI video generation, image generation, music generation, and document chats. You can also use their playground to compare multiple AI responses at once. The best part is that it just starts from $11 per month. That gives you more than 1,000 chat messages, 30 AI image generation, and 5 music generation, while there is also some even more advanced plans if you need them. Also, make sure to use my coupon code AICodeKing20 to get an additional 20% off. Make sure to check NinjaTools out and save some money on your subscription while you're at it. Now, back to the video. So, I have this Notion document where I have 2 research papers linked that I want to read, but it would be great if I could have a summary for these research papers as well. So, what I can do is enable the sidecar here, and I'm going to ask it to add new pages for the summary of each research paper. What you'll see is that it will go ahead and search for the content of the research paper. The thing is, it is not just doing the navigation here, but it is also integrating search, which makes it quite fast. For searching the contents, it doesn't navigate to the page and read, which is something that the browser use libraries depend on, whereas this just uses the Perplexity Search API in order to do the searches, which makes it quite fast. Another thing is that you can see that when it starts to work on a tab, you can see as it does the stuff, it adds a glowing animation, which is fine, and you can also see the steps that it is taking over here as well. Anyway, then you can wait a bit, and it is one of the fastest web navigator things that I have seen. Like, it's quite fast. You can see that in a bit, it gets done. And here we have the 2 pages, which have the summarization and everything, which looks awesome. Another thing that I found interesting is that you can almost ask it to automate anything. So, I tried this where I asked it to write code for a Minesweeper game, and then go to GitHub, create a new repo, and put it there. What you'll see is that it can go ahead and actually get this done. It writes some code, then it navigates to GitHub, creates a GitHub repo, and then just adds the code in there, and it gets done. You can see that it created all this in here, which looks amazingly good if you ask me. I have seen that it is really good. Like, it seems to be amazingly polished. I haven't seen it struggle with anything. It can actually gather data from anywhere that you can manually navigate to and doesn't rely on MCP or APIs. It just works. It is also really fast and doesn't feel boring at any moment. And you also get the option to just let it roll in the background. Also, I want to talk about the comparison of it and Dia, as well as the memory consumption part. So, I think that Dia is way better at real-life use cases that aren't agentic. I have been using Dia a lot for research, and I can create skills there and give it custom prompts and stuff, which has been incredibly useful for me to write scripts and research and whatnot. However, Comet doesn't have that. It can do agentic stuff, which is cool, but I don't have anything in my workflow that needs to be agentic. Like, researching manually is the only thing that I can potentially automate with this, and it obviously doesn't have that much intelligence that it can do that yet. The thing missing here is also the custom system prompt. I have multiple skills added in Dia that I use in order to research and write stuff, which is not doable here. I can make spaces, but that doesn't have the Comet integration, which basically makes it just simple perplexity, which is not something that I'm interested in. That's why I think that in my case, I do have to just stick with Dia, because the agentic stuff is cool for those who need it. But for my use cases, Dia is much better. Also, Dia feels a lot more polished. Like, the seamlessness and even the vertical tabs, as well as the memory footprint of Dia, is much lower, which makes me believe that it is a better and much more practical thing to use, at least for me. If you're someone who does a lot of research or uses Excel sheets and needs to fill in details from a ton of pages, then you'll find Comet to be a much better option. While for me, who uses AI and the right moderation for my tasks, I prefer Dia and will keep using it. So, you can give this a try and try to use it for yourself. It is slowly rolling out, and you should get access quite soon as well. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.